Hello and welcome back, boardwalkers, to the Country Boardwalk Studios. I'm sitting here on the steps enjoying this lovely weather we're having today. We've got the sun shining and a gentle breeze blowing. You can hear the various birds we have at the feeders and in the trees singing. I also have my assistants, Kermit, Tiberius, and Boone is over on the corner with me enjoying this lovely weather we're having today. I'm CB Mac, and on this channel you'll find tutorials of plein air painting with watercolors, gouache, ink, graphite, and colored pencils. I also enjoy doing a review or two of my favorite art supplies that I enjoy using. What have I got planned for you guys today? Well, let's find out. So boardwalkers, what do I have set up for you today? Today I thought we'd do an autumn landscape. I've got a line of sweet gums, oaks, hickories, some pines, and some cedar trees down here at the end of the field in front of the yard here where I've got it set up for us to paint, and I'll show you what I'm wanting to paint. I am wanting to paint this set of trees that are lit up with the afternoon sun. You can go ahead now and take a screenshot. That way you have this subject to paint along with me. But I have got the paint and my clipboard. I've got my simple basic setup over here on the boardwalk steps. So let me get this camera set up so where we can see my clipboard setup as I'm painting. Okay, boardwalkers, I have got the camera finally set up and figured out how to put myself in the frame without shooting my head, the whole back of my head. I'm going to let you guys in on a funny thing that's happened while trying to do this tutorial. I have painted this scene already 2 or 3 times and videoed the whole process 2 or 3 times to such bad avail with the results. I've had my head in the frame for 45 minutes yesterday, so I'm going to try it. They say 3rd time's a charm, so let's see if we can get this one done today with under an hour and paint that gorgeous scene. I'm losing some of the leaves, having to have to process this and retape this for about 2 or 3 days. So let's see what we can get painted today. I'm going to apologize in advance for any overhead noise of airplanes or traffic on the road today. It's a gorgeous sunny day. I'm also going to apologize if the sound gets to where it's hard for you to hear, it'll be because of the wind blowing. We've got a nice little breeze going on the sunny day. I've got my basic setup here, my simplest setup when I'm sitting here on the boardwalk. I've got my number 12 Princeton round, my Winsor & Newton 03 round. I've got my, this is the Princeton Neptune 12. This is my Princeton Aqua Elite number 8 round. I've got my little lid of water set up here. We're using the Winsor & Newton Cotman 14 set with my 3 extra sets of colors in there. And I'm using the fluid 8x8 inch block of watercolor paper. Now I'm going to show you the other ones that I have painted already. This was my first attempt and I was trying to see how long it was going to take me. This one took 30 minutes to get done. Then I decided I would change my paper and use the Strathmore Series 500 paper. And this one turned out a little bit better. The struggle I have been having though with painting these has been the temperatures. My paper is drying way too quickly. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit here in North Mississippi for late October, which is very, very unusual. Exceedingly warm temperatures. So, without any further ado, I'm going to just paint this scene. I've already showed you the scene that I'm painting, and it's going to be similar to these other 2 paintings I just showed you. And I'm just going to show you how I go about. Now I have my binder clips here with my paper down, but I've also got rubber bands on them so that they will hold my brushes when I'm not using them, only when they're dry. When I use them and they're wet, then I put them down here to the side for me. But just so I can get started and set up, I have them there. And I'm not going to do any more talking. I'm just going to let you see the process. Sorry about that. This is really drying really fast, so it looks like I'm putting on an awful lot of water, which I am, because you can see the paper is buckling. But this is drying so fast that if I don't put as much water as I'm putting on it, we are not going to be able to blend anything. So, and I am just doing a gentle tapping with the very tip of the brush. The sun is moving now, so I apologize if you're having trouble seeing what I'm painting now. My stuff is blowing away. My glasses are blowing away. Set this down for a minute and put my hat on top of here to hold this down. There we go. Alright, and then we'll be back here. Clean this brush. Let's see if we can get this pathway in. Alright, now I'm going to lay in the grasses for the front. I'll let these trees dry a bit before we put a little more detail on it. Now I am looking to see how wet this is, so I can see where if I'm getting saturated like I need it. And I'm going to touch the very edge of this to let that fade in, because I do not want that a harsh line, and it's okay if it bleeds into my grasses. Letting this sit, I'm going to shape the point on this while it dries out so it keeps its shape, and lay it down here horizontally beside me. I'm just going to go in as quick as possible and get these grasses in.
When the paper dries.
you notice, I've done the sky and the tree all together, and then I let that dry to work on the grass, and now I'm letting the grass dry so I can get some of these details in here, more of these details. And I just got a hair on my painting there. We will pull that off toward the end, brush that off toward the end. And I'm just going to tap some of these edges so we can loosen them up. The damp brush, I'm just going to tap and take some of those lines out. This grass now right in here along this little path. Too hard an edge there. Just a damp brush and wipe that down. Got a hair there again. Bristles are falling out of my brush. Grasses up here. I want these grasses to look like they blend in here, so that's why I put in that wet section first, and then I'm dragging my brush up using just the tips for that texture. I'm rotating and turning my brush. You probably can't tell that. I'm just wanting the tip loaded. Thin this bottom part out. Finish with this bride brush. Take the excess out of the water, out of the belly, because I just want the tip. Affecting the noise. Over here is dry, so I can get this piece of hair off, maybe. Maybe not. Nope, that's just paint. Okay. Put this road in. flip up a bit because I need to finish up the side. Blend in there. Not wanting to blend today. Section at the bottom. Some green up here. Hair off. Green. The yellow messed up. Wash this brush. You can pick up more of that yellow that I need. There we go. Too much the other way. Good grief. Another green. There we go. here's done. I think we're close to finished. Right in there. We got our shadows in there, and I think we're done. It's not exactly like our trees. It's just a representation and an impression. And if you've enjoyed this video, could I ask you to click on that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up like button, share the video with others who you think might enjoy this video. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them in the description below the video. I do read each and every comment. I try to answer all of the questions at least. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Goodbye for now.